One, two, three, start.
Hi, hello. My name is Rahul. Today my topic is about glycolysis. Right. So, glycolysis. Before knowing about the glycolysis, we will learn about the few points about the respiration. Right. Respiration. Respiration is a one type of a physiological process. In this, the two phases of the two phases very involved. First phase is exchange of gases in the organism. Exchange of gases between the atmosphere and organism. That is the first phase. Whereas second phase, that is cellular respiration. Cellular respiration. In the cellular respiration, what happens? The complex food substances were converted into simpler molecules. The simpler molecules again finally converts into the energy molecules. Those energy molecules are called as ATPs. Right. Those ATPs were utilized into cellular functions. Right. Now, the cellular respiration involves three major steps. That is glycolysis, Krebs cycle and ETC. ETC means electron transport chain. Those are the three important steps which are involved in this cellular respiration. Right. Those are the three steps. Now we will learn our topic, that is glycolysis. Right. Glycolysis. So the word indicates that glycose means sugar or a glucose. Right. Whereas lysis means breakdown or a splitting or a dissolution. Right. In this process, this pathway, glycolysis pathway, was also called as EMP pathway. Why it is called as a EMP pathway? This pathway was discovered by three different scientists. These are Embeded, Mayrov and Paranas. Those three scientists have described this pathway in the 10 series of reactions. 10 steps, that are 10 series of reactions. Those 10 steps of series of reactions were involved with a different types of enzymes. This glycolysis process. Where does this glycolysis process take place? That is cytoplasm. Cytoplasm. Every cell has a cytoplasm. In those cytoplasm, this glycolysis is occurs. Now we will going to learn those 10 steps involved in this glycolysis. Glucose will convert in first step, that is phosphorylation. In this phosphorylation, this glucose will convert into glucose 6 phosphate. Right. In this glucose 6 phosphate, what happens? ATP, from this ATP, the phosphate group is added to glucose, and finally this glucose is converted into glucose 6 phosphate, and this ATP converts into what? ADP. This reaction is mediated by hexokinase. Hexokinase enzyme mediates this reaction, phosphorylation reaction. Next step is isomerization. In this isomerization reaction, this is first and now second. This isomerization reaction, what happens? This glucose will convert into fructose 6 phosphate. Fructose 6 phosphate. In this fructose 6 phosphate, what? The isomerase enzyme, what? This glucose and fructose are the 6 carbon compound. The glucose will convert into the fructose and forms as a fructose 6 phosphate. This reaction is called isomerase reaction. This next reaction is of phosphorylation. This is the second phosphorylation. Third step is second phosphorylation. In the second phosphorylation is mediated by enzyme, that is fructokinase. It is fructokinase. In this fructokinase, what happens? This enzyme, what is done? This adds the addition. This adds the ATP to fructose, one more molecule, and this ATP is converted into ADP. ATP means we know that ATP means adenosine triphosphate. It is ADP means adenosine diphosphate. Now the one more molecule is added to the fructose 1,6 phosphate at the first position. Now it is fructose 1,6 bisphosphate is formed. Right. This fructose 1,6 bisphosphate will undergo a next reaction, that is cleavage. Fourth reaction is cleavage reaction. Cleavage reaction and splits into two compounds. That is those two compounds are three carbon compounds. Those three carbon compounds are what? 3GP, 3PG is the one compound, and DHAP. What is meant by 3GP? 3GP means glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. Whereas DHAP means what? This is dihydroxyacetone phosphate. This is also a 3 carbon compound. Now, what happened? This cleavage is done by a enzyme called as aldolase. Aldolase enzyme. Right. Now, DHAP at the fifth reaction, what happens? This DHAP will convert into G3P in the presence of enzyme, that is TPI. TPI means what? Triose phosphate isomerase. Now finally the two molecules of G3P were formed. Now we will write it aside, that is two molecules of 3GP. Two molecules of 3GP will undergo a oxidation reaction in the presence of enzyme what? That is 3GP dehydrogenase. 3GP dehydrogenase. This 3GP dehydrogenase undergoes oxidation in the presence of dehydrogenase enzyme, and also here one more enzyme will be, that is coenzyme, that is NADH plus will convert into two molecules of NADH, will convert into two molecules of NADH2. Right. Now it will convert into 1,3 bis-PGA. Bis-PG means what? 1,3 bis-phosphoglycerate is formed. Right. This 1,3 bis-phosphoglycerate undergoes a reaction, that is dephosphorylation, removal of phosphate from this group. Now, removal of phosphate, where from this phosphate will group? First position of phosphate will be removed from the bis-phosphate and finally forms what? 3PG will be formed. The dephosphorylation reaction is mediated by enzyme, that is PG, phosphoglycerokinase. Now this 3PG will convert this. Now in the next reaction is what? The substrate level what interconversion will be happening. In this interconversion, what happens? This third position of phosphate will convert into second position, that is 2PG, 2-phosphoglycerate. This 2-phosphoglycerate is formed by the enzyme what? That is phosphoglyceromutase. Phosphoglyceromutase mediates this 3PG to 2PG. Now this 2PG undergoes a dehydrogenation reaction. Dehydrogenation means what? Removal of H2O, that is water. Removal of water in the presence of enzyme what? That is enalose. This enalose removes the water from the 2PG and finally forms two molecules of PEP. PEP means what? Phosphoenol pyruvate. Phosphoenol pyruvate is formed. This phosphoenol pyruvate now undergoes final last second dephosphorylation reaction. Second dephosphorylation reaction and finally forms a pyruvic acid. Pyruvate. Two molecules of pyruvate is formed. Now here in this dephosphorylation reaction, the two molecules of ADP were converted into two molecules of ATP. Right. In the seventh reaction, there is a phosphoglycerate kinase. Dephosphorylation is take place from here also. ADP, two molecules of ADP converted into two molecules of ATP. Right, two molecules of ATP. Finally, we will see the what is the net gain in this process. Right. This is the fourth reaction. This is the fifth reaction. 6 and this is 7 and 8, 9, next it is 10th. Right. At the seventh reaction and the 10th reaction, the completely 4 ATPs were produced. Okay. From these, the first reaction and third reaction, phosphorylation reactions, the ATPs were utilized. So minus 2 ATP. So what is the remaining now? 2 ATPs were remaining. The 2 ATPs were remaining. Now in the oxidation reaction, where does the oxidation reaction take place? At the sixth position. Now in the sixth position, one more another energy molecule is produced. That is 2 NADH2 molecules has produced. And finally, at the end product of the glycolysis is of what is, that is 2 molecules of pyruvate is formed. Right. This is the overall glycolysis. In this glycolysis, partial oxidation of one glucose molecule to 2 molecules of 3 carbon compound pyruvic acid is formed. These 2 molecules of pyruvic acid now next enters into the our next step it is, that is Krebs cycle. Next where then they will follow to the ETC, that is electron transport chain. This is our topic, today's topic, and thank you for giving me this opportunity.